Alright, I have here two of my favorite Famiclones. This one being the Generation Next. Now this plays American NES games and it plays Japanese Famicom games, which I think is a good combo because my Famicom, I don't know what happened to it. Let my friend borrow it and he lost it. That is cool because he paid me for it. And then over here we have the Retro Duo, which plays NES games, not Famicom, but Super Nintendo. So you don't get the Famicom in this one, but you get Super Nintendo. In this one you get Famicom, but no Super Nintendo. So they both have your ups and downs in it. I think this one's a well-built system. It allows you to use the original NES stuff. I have my original NES controller hooked up right now. And the Retro Duo, on the other hand, you have to use a Super Nintendo controller unless you mod one. Now I modded a NES controller to work with the Retro Duo, but for some reason it doesn't work anymore. I have to open it up and see if any wires touched or I don't know. So let me show you these two Famiclones. Now, I think this one is pretty good overall. Now, since the audio is in stereo, it does sound kind of funny. And it sounds louder on this system for some reason. Oh yeah. See, A doesn't jump in this one. The controls are different. And then you just switch over to 16-bit, and it starts up your 16-bit system. Or game, I mean. Now this one, on the other hand, when you put an American system, when you put an American game in, it starts up that game. If you take it out and you have to have one game in at a time, there's no switch. So let me just swap the cables off this one. I only have my TV, I have an old TV hooked up right now. I kept my old TV because for some reason HD TVs, they make older games look like garbage. And well, my game's dirty because I haven't cleaned this thing in a couple years probably. And there we go, Russian attack. I think this one has the closest colors and the closest sound, except for the original Mario Bros. For whatever reason, the blue background is too dark. But the sound is good on all the games. There's no glitches or, mess-ups. And it also plays Famicom games, which is really cool. Now this, supposedly, from what I've heard, it does work with the Famicom disk system. So I'm going to pick one up, and I can hook one up now. So yeah, and I only paid $20 for this at that game store, Game World, that I do reviews of. I got it there for $20. And this one I got on eBay, I think, for like $35 used. So, as long as it works, who cares if it's used or not. So yeah, so I guess I'll make another video next Tuesday when I go back to Game World, and I'll do another, game room, game store posting. So, thanks for watching, and I'll make another video soon.